want to turn now to Congressman Bob Goodlatte. He is a Republican. He is the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee from Virginia. He attended yesterday's FBI briefing on the Boston bombing. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let me first ask you about two pieces of information that we just heard. First, about this Armenian figure known as Misha, that the uncle to the Tsarnaev brothers saying influenced Tamerlan somehow over the years. Is that some information that was included in your intelligence briefings? Have you heard anything about this mysterious figure?
This is new information, and it's important that we have the appropriate authorities check that out. Obviously, if there are people fomenting this type of activity in the United States, we want to know who they are and hold them accountable where it's possible to do so.
And then I want to ask you about another thing that we're hearing from Senator Richard Burr. The Boston Globe is quoting him as saying that Russia contacted the FBI not just once, but repeatedly, perhaps, about Tamerlan Tsarnaev and their concerns about him. So there wasn't just that one point of contact, but they came back and asked about him again. Are you hearing that?
Yeah, we are hearing that, and we're also hearing that the Department of Homeland Security had different information than the FBI. They were not apparently sharing that information, so the FBI, according to what we now understand, did not know that he was in Russia for 6 months and did not follow up upon his return. So all of these things lead to more questions about what needs to be done to make sure that these types of things don't happen in the future, and most importantly, what kind of information sharing and follow-through all of our law enforcement agencies are exercising. But let's also say at the same time that the FBI and local law enforcement did a great job in tracking these guys down and bringing them to justice after the event occurred. That's very important, but it's even more important, in my opinion, to, whenever possible, prevent these things. They've had some successes in the past with the Christmas bomber, for example, in intercepting them and preventing them from occurring in advance. But this one got through, and we need to know more about it. Our committee and other committees here in the House will definitely be following through to find out what happened and what can be done to improve on communications between Homeland Security, the FBI, and other enforcement agencies.
Mr. Chairman, help me understand this. If the Russians did reach out to the FBI more than once, is that something that's routine, or is that out of the ordinary?
Well, I don't know. Certainly, it is an improvement in our relations with the Russians that they are reaching out and sharing information like this with us. We need to follow through with them. We hear that the FBI asked for more information, did not get more information with specifics about what they were concerned about this individual. So that obviously needs to be ascertained as well. It's important what's going on in Russia today in terms of finding out what we can, but it's also important that we continue to encourage other countries to share this type of information with us and then follow through on it completely and make sure it's shared amongst everyone who has some information about the individual. That apparently was not done in this case, so that's a serious concern for us here in the Congress.
And the follow-through seems to be where so many questions lie right now. Congressman Bob Goodlatte, chairman of the Judiciary Committee, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, John.